We've all heard about filial piety, or hyo. For centuries, it's meant one thing, right? You stay close, you take care of your parents, it's a bedrock of culture. But what if? What if the greatest act of love isn't staying at all, but leaving? What if we'd had the whole thing upside down?
So that's the big question we're tackling today. And I'll tell you right now, the answer is going to challenge pretty much everything you thought you knew about your duty to your parents. It's a completely radical reimagining of the whole concept.
So you got this picture, right? The classic image of devotion. You're right there by their side. And then on the other side, you have the exact opposite, leaving. I mean, how on earth could walking away possibly be the ultimate form of care? Well, let's break it down.
Okay, so first things first. We have to really get a handle on the model of filial piety that we all know and recognize. I mean, this is the one that's been celebrated for generations, the one they give out awards for, and even build monuments to.
You know, this traditional idea of hyo made total sense back in the day. Think about it. Your entire world, your farm, your job, your community, it was all in one place. So staying by your parents' side was the most practical and, frankly, the only way you could really support them.
But here's the thing. In our modern, super connected world, we've got to ask a tough question. Does this model still hold up? Or has it kind of morphed into a trap, not just for the child, but maybe for the parent too? And that question leads us straight to the hidden costs, the unintended consequences. Let's really look at what happens when we try to apply this old-school sacrificial model today, and how these good deeds can actually kick off a really painful cycle of suffering.
So what happens? Well, when a kid gives up their own dreams, their ambitions, to stay home, they basically stop living their own life. They get stuck. And here's the crucial part. All that hands-on care often doesn't even fix the root problem for the parent. Instead, it just creates this codependent loop where nobody can really grow or be healthy.
So, if sacrificing your entire future to be a bedside caregiver isn't the answer, then what are we missing here? What could possibly be the real underlying reason for a parent's suffering? The answer, it turns out, is something you would probably never expect.
Okay, this brings us to a completely different diagnosis for why parents get sick, and it's one that shifts our focus away from their body and puts it squarely on the child's path in life.
It all starts with this one simple but really profound idea. The sickness isn't just a random biological thing. It's a message. It's a signal that something, somewhere, is fundamentally out of whack.
And here it is, the core argument, the uncomfortable diagnosis. A parent's illness isn't a summons to come home and spoon-feed the medicine. It's a cosmic wake-up call for you. It's a sign that you are meant for something bigger and that you're not yet fulfilling your true potential out in the world.
So, if we agree the old model is broken, what's the new one? Let's build it. Let's talk about a modern definition of hyo, one that's based not on your duty to your parents' physical needs, but on your duty to society as a whole.
So here's how this new path works. It creates this amazing positive feedback loop. It starts when the child leaves home to do meaningful work that helps other people. That work earns them respect, and that respect fills their parents with this deep, genuine pride. And that joy, that happiness, is what actually improves their health and lifts their spirits.
And this is the absolute key. We have to understand what really makes a parent happy. The joy they get from you just being in the next room is tiny compared to the massive pride they feel from knowing their child is out there, making a real, respected difference in the world.
This also completely reframes the whole idea of distance, doesn't it? It's not about neglect, it's about impact. I mean, if you're doing important work for your hometown, sure, you can stay close. But if your mission is national or even global, you have to go where the work is. Distance becomes a measure of your contribution.
Which brings us to the ultimate paradox that's really at the heart of this entire philosophy. It's a concept that feels totally backward at first, but when you dig in, it holds this really deep truth about what it means to care for someone.
Put simply, true service demands separation. The idea here is that a person who stays tethered, who remains attached to their parents, just can't achieve the kind of greatness that would make their parents truly, profoundly proud and happy.
I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, but practically, who's going to take care of them? Well, it's actually pretty simple. When you go out and do great things, you earn society's respect. And that goodwill, that respect, it extends to your family. People want to help the parents of someone they admire. In a way, society itself becomes their caregiver.
Let's just put it side by side to make it crystal clear.
The old way, you give your mom her medicine with your own 2 hands. The new way, the influence and respect you've earned ensures she has access to the best doctors and the best care available, a level of support you could never, ever provide on your own.
And you know what? This logic goes way beyond just your parents. Think about your own kids. The best thing you can give them isn't a big bank account. It's dedicating your life's work to building a safer, fairer, better society for them and for everyone to grow up in.
So this is really the ultimate takeaway. Your focus shouldn't be so narrow, just on your immediate family. It should be on the world. Because by serving the world, you are, in the most profound way possible, serving your family.
And that leaves us with one last big idea to chew on. If your purpose is to contribute to society in order to uplift your family, well, it kind of begs the next question, doesn't it? What is the purpose of the family itself? What greater cause does it serve in the grand scheme of things? Something to think about.